So far, 2024 has been a great year for Motorola phones. Although they haven't exactly shocked us with innovation, the Razer Plus would like a word. However, the iconic phone brand has proven that it has the potential to lead the pack when it comes to solid performance at a lower cost. So in this video, we've composed a brief consumer guide and reviewed the top 5 best Motorola phones. For more information on the products, we've included links in the description box down below. Number 5. Moto G Power 5G. It's tough to ignore the Moto G 5G in the budget space. This new model brings a lot of quality of life improvements over its predecessor to become the best value pick in this roundup. Reviewing the Moto G53 5G, we found that Motorola made careful choices here to hit a low price point. It sports a 6.5-inch LCD panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels and support for up to a 120 Hz refresh rate. The MediaTek Dimensity 930 isn't the best, but it'll allow you to go about your day-to-day tasks without a hitch, along with 6 GB of RAM, 256 GB of built-in storage, and you also get a massive 5000 mAh battery to keep its lights on for at least 2 days with moderate usage. However, to keep it at this low price, Motorola had to cut some serious corners, so you'll have to keep your expectations in check. The triple camera setup at the back includes a 50MP main and a 2MP depth and macro sensor, and for a selfie, you'll get a 16MP camera. Also, note that there's no NFC on this phone, meaning you can't use it for contactless payments and such. The Motorola Moto G Power 5G is leaps and bounds better than its predecessor thanks to an improved screen, a faster processor, and the addition of 5G. Number 4. Moto G Stylus 5G. The newest iteration of the Moto G Stylus remains to be somewhat unique in the budget Android market because it includes a stylus. Along with being one of the few Android phones that comes with a built-in stylus, it's also just a perfect combination of specs, features, and value. You're getting a large 6.6-inch display with resolution of 1080 x 2400 pixels that looks great, and thanks to the 120 Hz refresh rate, this one will feel a lot more expensive than it is because of the smooth presentation. There's also ample performance thanks to the Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 processor, along with 6 GB of RAM, 256 GB of built-in storage, and a very large 5000 mAh battery. In terms of camera, the Moto G Stylus has a dual camera, 50MP main sensor, and 8MP ultrawide, also 16MP selfie camera. As the name implies, the main draw to the Moto G Stylus 5G is its built-in stylus experience. It's certainly not the most premium stylus we've ever used, but it works well enough for drawing, note-taking, etc. Overall, the phone brings new value to the budget device. With near-stock Android, a solid primary camera, and 2-day battery life, Moto G 5G is easy to recommend as a starter smartphone. Number 3. Motorola Edge 30 Fusion. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion is also a good phone to consider if you don't want to spend a lot of money on your purchase, making it a solid alternative to the Edge Plus model if you're on a tighter budget. The Motorola Edge 30 Fusion has a 6.5-inch POLED screen with a resolution of 1080 x 2400 pixels with a 144 Hz refresh rate. The display is great for consuming content, courtesy of the vivid colors and thin bezels. As far as the specifications are concerned, the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion packs a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 Plus chip with up to 12 GB of RAM and 256 GB of internal storage. You can also add a microSD card to expand the storage further up to 1 TB. You also get a triple camera setup at the back, which includes a 50MP main and a 13MP ultrawide sensor, a 2MP depth sensor, along with a 32MP front shooter to handle the selfies. The Edge 30 Fusion has a 4400 mAh battery. The phone also supports 68W charging, with which you can quickly top up the battery. Overall, the Motorola Edge 30 Fusion is a premium mid-range smartphone with a lot going for it, boasting a great screen, super fast charging, powerful performance, a dependable set of cameras, and decent battery life. Number 2. Motorola Edge Plus. The latest Moto Edge Plus is a great selection if you're looking for a highly capable phone that's reliable, regardless of what you might throw at it. The phone brings an impressive spec sheet that includes a 6.7-inch OLED Full HD Plus panel with a resolution of 2400 x 1080 pixels and support for up to 165 Hz refresh rate. It's one of the smoothest smartphone displays you'll ever use, which will make all your apps and content look excellent. The spec sheet is almost peerless at this price point. At the heart of the Edge is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, one of the best SoCs you'll find in a phone today. Paired with 8 GB of RAM, 512 GB of ultra-fast UFS 4.0 storage, and a massive 5100 mAh battery, this is a hugely capable device underpinned by plenty of power across the board. The Moto Edge Plus is backed up with triple rear cameras. It has the classic 50MP main camera, 12MP telephoto lens, and 50MP ultra-wide camera. The 60MP front-facing camera is also pleasingly excellent. Overall, Edge Plus is one of the best phones that Motorola has produced in years, complete with a stunning display, some improved cameras, and the power of the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. You also get Android 13 with 3 OS updates and 4 years of security upgrades guaranteed. Number 1. Motorola Razr 40 Ultra. After a couple previous attempts didn't quite pan out, Motorola is back with a flip phone style foldable that finally takes its place among the best foldable phones. The Razr 40 Ultra is a 6.9-inch slab phone that can fold in half. You get LTPO AMOLED screen with a resolution of 1080 x 2640 pixels, 165 Hz refresh rate, and 1400 nits of maximum brightness. The outside of the phone Razr 40 Ultra really shines. That 3.6-inch AMOLED screen with resolution of 1066 x 1056 display, up to 144 Hz refresh rate, and 1100 nits peak brightness. With the phone folded, the phone is a compact square that can fit easily into most shirt or jacket pockets. However, while the display tech and outer hardware feel top-notch, the inner components take a slight step back. The processor is a Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which is a year-old chip. It's combined with up to 12 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of storage. On the other hand, the Razr 40 Ultra has a 3800 mAh battery, supports 30W fast charging, and 5W wireless charging, stereo speakers, and an IP52 water and dust resistance rating. And these are all rarely found in non-Samsung foldables. So you win some, you lose some. Furthermore, having a larger external display also means that Moto had to stick to 2 camera lenses at the rear, a 12MP wide and 13MP ultra-wide. Overall, the Razr 40 Ultra is Motorola's return to form, modernizing a classic flip phone into one of today's best foldables.